Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to the Monday 4 o'clock live stream. 69 Steph, Garrett, Country Girl, Epic Entrepreneur, NYC, Mateus, Cormiez, Julio in the house. Welcome, guys. Yes, Mateus, there is tons of exciting news today, tons of exciting news every day in crypto land, to be honest, guys. Sometimes too much to keep up with, but nevertheless, very exciting things happening as always here in our lovely crypto land. Now today, just a quick note as well. So this is of course the Monday 4 o'clock stream. Wednesday night we're going to be doing a stream at 9:30. There will be no Friday live stream this week. There'll be no Friday live stream. So get that etched into your brains if you want to catch that Friday live stream. It's not happening this week. I'm going on holiday for 3 days. So there'll be no live stream on Friday this week. Say it for 3 or 4 times in a row there. Hopefully no one shows up to the live stream on Friday because I won't be here. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the party. Nice to see everybody here. Now, just a few quick notes before we get too far into things here. Oh, let's see if we can get right about there. That looks pretty good. Now, quick updates for you about the channel and about everything, of course, that's going on around town here. Now, the merchandise store, I'm still working on it. Got some work to do on it still. You know, I want to find really a good merchandise provider. So something to keep looking at. You know, working on it. That'll be work in progress. I think it'll take a little while to actually get that up and running in the way I want it to be. The Discord as well. I know I've had a lot of people asking for, you know, the Discord channel, and hey, I'm still working on that. You know, it's definitely something I do want to see happen, but I want to make sure that we can actually get the most out of it that we really can get out of it as a community. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, how to make that happen well. So, you know, I've seen some Discords, they just descend into chaos, and you know, I'm working on it. Well, I'm gonna, you know, see how we can make that work the best for us as a community. Also, I've just talked to Charles Hoskinson today. Now, of course, if you guys know who Charles is, he's the guy behind Cardano, but he's also been, you know, instrumental in the development of Ethereum and of BitShares, big Ethereum Classics supporter. So it was a really amazing chat talking to Charles. So that was really cool to get a chat, to get that time to talk with him. We talked for like 45 minutes or something like that. It was just great, talking about all kinds of different stuff, and really cool, really interesting guy. So that was pretty awesome. Shingo Levine. Now he is from Bitquents. He is the visionary behind Bitquents. He's reached out to me. We've finally gotten contact, Shingo and I, and so hopefully we'll be able to get an interview happening between him and I in the near future here as well. Now, of course, that still leaves the guys from Pivex and Nav and Colin Cantrell from Nexus and a whole bunch of others that I've reached out to too. You know, for everybody from Charlie Lee to Dan Larimer and all these big guys. But I'm gonna keep working on it, guys. You know, Colin Cantrell, I've been in contact with people at Nexus, and so we're just trying to tee up a time. I think that'll probably be happening in the next few weeks, so keep an eye out for that. And I've been in contact with the PR manager at Navcoin. They're still looking to get involved. They're just busy running around, you know, doing development stuff. What are you gonna do? They're busy guys talking about cool stuff. John M., why is everything rallying today? Let's have a look. Look, John M., some days you'll just see a lot of downflow, and there's so much happening in the news every day, it's hard to say exactly. Is this because of Upbit? Are the Koreans finally starting to sink their teeth into Upbit, and we're seeing the top 111 cryptocurrencies move? Maybe. Are people simply cashing out their Bitcoin gold and buying up other stuff? Maybe. Oh no, did Indonesia ban too? Sam, no! That's hilarious. Are you serious? I gotta look that up real quick. I have to look that up real quick. I heard about Vietnam, I didn't hear about Indonesia. Ban Bitcoin. That would be terrible. Really? Oh my gosh. We're going to talk about all of that. Holy cow. Garrett Crowell, I got into EOS last night before the run-up. Garrett, there's going to be ups and downs with EOS. Remember, we still got 500 million plus EOS tokens to come out. So there's still a lot of time happening with EOS. I'm continuing to buy as long as it's around kind of the 50-cent mark. That's where I'm looking at. But I'm definitely been piling up on Cardano recently. That's fantastic buy at the current price, I think. Anyway, we got to talk about this. That's huge news. Now I want to talk about Vietnam today as well. Disco Dan C. Komodo is a monster lurking in the corner. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Komodo is going to be big, guys. They've been way ahead of everybody on so many things. They were doing atomic swaps before it was cool. You know, Komodo is the hipster smart contract platform, man. They were doing it all before it was cool. So, seriously, got to keep an eye on Komodo, guys. But we got to talk about this because this is huge. Bitcoin banned as a payment method. Adopters will be dealt with. Now, this is amazing because on the 27th in Bali, on the same day, they had a blockchain conference in Bali. With Bitcoin Indonesia, and the guys from Waves came, the guys from Genesis Mining came. This very, very same day Jakarta issues this. Indonesia's central bank, of course, it's always the central banks, isn't it? Holy cow. Komodo is my new favorite, says Taylor. We're going to come back talking about this in just a second, but we got to talk about Komodo real quick. We're going to talk about Komodo more in depth, but guys, Komodo is an absolutely fantastic platform. If you haven't looked into it yet, it's an absolute steal still at a $220 million market cap. You know, they got Monet's, the ICO coming out really soon, the decentralized ICO with the biggest atomic swap in history and all this fun stuff. So we'll talk a little bit about Komodo in a minute, but I can't believe this. I can't believe this coming out of Indonesia. And it's not to say that Indonesia was, you know, the hotbed of blockchain development in East Asia, but holy cow. Holy cow, that's big. Now, Indonesia doesn't surprise me so much. They've kind of been, you know, anti-innovation, I guess, supposed to a certain extent in certain areas, but what really surprised me was this. Vietnam, guys. State Bank of Vietnam declares cryptocurrencies are now illegal. This is a complete turnaround. A complete turnaround. I cannot believe it. I absolutely cannot believe it. They had come out earlier this year and said, we're going to do it. We're going to, you know, go full legalization on cryptocurrencies, and then this. Complete 180 here. Absolutely sucks, of course, for Vietnam and for the crypto space in general. So that's another 2 countries we can add. Now, you might be seeing a recurring theme here. And that is all these countries in East Asia. Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, obviously some restrictions in Korea on ICOs, but that's a small part of the story. ICO restrictions are nowhere near as serious as what Indonesia and Vietnam are doing, and of course what Malaysia has been proposing doing as well. They're not fully stopping it yet, but governments are not going to be able to ban cryptos. It's not possible. Yep. This is the thing, is that it shows a fundamental lack of understanding from central governments. And look, it just makes it not easy. You know, it makes it hard for, you know, now people in Vietnam aren't going to be able to simply go to a Vietnamese exchange, right? It'll make it just those steps harder. For the people who really want to get involved in cryptocurrencies, they're still going to do it, because there's always a way around it. VPNs, different systems that you can use, but it makes the whole thing a lot harder. Boo! I've gone offline. I'm back online. Okay, we're back. We're back. It makes the whole thing a lot harder, guys. And it doesn't need to be hard. This is the problem. We don't want things to be hard. We want things to be nice and open. Let people in. Let people get involved in this. I think we're going to continue to see a big push in privacy coins as a result of these kind of things. Now again, look, Vietnam wasn't the biggest crypto market in the world either. But you have to wonder as well what kind of pressure might have come down from China with these markets. Vietnam, Indonesia, they do a lot of business with China. You don't think that China's pushing its diplomatic weight around trying to get people out of this? It's also those Chinese whales can buy it all up, man. I tell you. It's typical, says Disco Dan. They don't understand it, so they don't like it. Yes. What news is coming from China? I've only seen inklings about it, Hourglass. It's been a pretty busy morning talking to CryptoSpark and talking to Charles Hoskinson and trying to put together the video on IDO for you guys. So I haven't had a chance to really research very much about what's going on over in China today. Ooh, interesting. Lark, what are your thoughts on HitBTC changing Bitcoin Cash ticker symbol to BCH and listing BitConnect in 2 days? Interesting. Somebody's finally listing BitConnect coin. That's probably the most I can say about that. But good that BitConnect's getting listed somewhere, even though it doesn't necessarily need to. But interesting. More confusion for Bitcoin Cash, of course, as well. Indonesia have harsh punishment system. The Congress was a set piece for Xi. Yep. Grosselcoin. Man, I've had a lot of people asking about Grosselcoin. I know it's grown a lot in the past week. It's gone up, X 100% or something like that. But haven't really looked into it yet, but I think I'll put that on the community coin poll for next week, actually. I think, and this isn't definitive yet, but I think that next week my personal choice for coin review is going to be Aventus. And that actually came in second on the poll from Friday's news video. So I think I'll review Aventus for my coin choice next week, but the community coin, I think I'm going to put Grosselcoin on. I'm going to put No Limit Coin on. I'll have to look around and kind of decide what other two coins to put on there as well. But definitely No Limit Coin and Grosselcoin will be on the community poll for next week for the coin to review. And of course, I am working on that IDO review at the moment. Of course, I had to stop doing that, come over here and do a quick live stream for you guys. Happy crypto tidings, good sir. Happy robot. Good tidings to you, good sir. China lies. China just might lie. Now look, we were talking a little bit about Komodo earlier, and I wanted to expand on that because Komodo is really bringing amazing things to the table, but they've been kind of flying under the radar a lot. And yeah, they've got a website relaunch coming. That actually saw some of the pop in value about a month ago. Like, ooh, there was a big announcement. And they're like, we're launching a website and an ICO in like 6 or 7 weeks. Now look, that Monet's ICO is coming up here very soon. We'll be doing a review on that probably this week. Also, they've got a lot of really powerful tools coming out. This little symbol down here is the Agama wallet. The Agama wallet, when it gets fully functional, will allow you to basically do atomic swaps out of your wallet for other things. Obviously, it doesn't bring in ERC20 tokens straight off the bat, but it does bring, of course, any Komodo tokens and any Bitcoin Core-based tokens, things like Litecoin, Veritaseum, Komodo, so on and so forth. So it'll be very, very useful, but won't go the whole way to solving all of our problems. But nevertheless, Komodo's a really, really great one. I'm definitely keeping an eye on Komodo, and I think Komodo's got a lot of room to grow at only a $220 million market cap. Komodo needs to try another countdown timer with not one but 2 dragons. Double the dragon, double the fun. What are your thoughts on Sumo Coin? It's still very mineable, says Shane Har Almighty. To be honest, man, I have not looked into Sumo Coin, so couldn't tell you for sure. And I do not have any thoughts on Grosselcoin, Daniel. Haven't looked into it either. Haven't looked into it either. But like I said, I'll put it on the community coin poll for next week, so you guys can vote if you think that's the coin we should talk about next week. Of course, one of the big stories over the past few days has been our good buddy Veritaseum, all the way up at number 31 already. Wowzers. Has been doing amazing stuff. Now, I suppose the question is, how far is Veritaseum going to go? Are we going to see the $50 Veritaseum here in a month or 2 months? It's a very interesting question. Very interesting question. You know, it's got a lot of features that, in some ways, make it even better than Litecoin. Now that they have their Electrum wallet out, some pretty solid stuff. Actually, it's funny. I bought some Veritaseum the other day for the giveaway on Friday. It's already gone up from $60 to $100. That's some good movement. It's good little prize for anyone who wins that Friday giveaway as well. How about Rick Rubin and Ashton Kutcher's must be video game going thingy? I assume you must mean Unicoin Gold. Otherwise, I'm not sure what to talk about. Vert to the moon. Yeah, guys, Veritaseum's got a lot going for it. And it's actually pre-decentralized. And I know there's a real conversation to be had, and this is my big thing against Bitcoin Gold, is that it doesn't actually solve the centralization problem. It just moves centralization from ASIC mining companies to GPU mining companies. And if you don't think there are companies out there with warehouses full of GPUs, well, you only need to look no farther than Genesis Mining. They have warehouses full of GPUs and, you know, buy GPUs by the tens of thousands. So it's not like you're totally solving the centralization problem by having a GPU mineable coin, but Veritaseum is GPU mineable, and they got their little one-click miner there going, so centralized or decentralized? How many ADA to make a masternode? Interesting question, Alexander. Don't have that answer yet, but it'll be interesting to see. I'd love to get a masternode for that, though, but I think it'll be even at this level, pretty unaffordable. Even though it's still early days for ADA, I think a masternode would probably be going for like 10,000 plus. So unaffordable for most people. But you never know. Might still be fairly cheap at this level too. But I haven't seen those numbers yet. Okay, moving on. Now this is an interesting story, and it's a fairly in-depth story, but this is about Bitfinex and wash trading. Now we're not going to go into wash trading and all this stuff, but I think one of the things is this is more of a story of decentralized exchanges. Obviously, Bitfinex, huge stuff, do gigantic amounts of business. But they're doing things on the crypto exchanges that would be illegal in normal exchanges. Jonathan Thomas, Cardano is the best project in the space. Yeah, I love Cardano. I'm super bullish on it. I'm going to keep adding to my position on that for a long time, for sure. Just keep piling it up. But this is a problem about centralized exchanges anyway, guys. They're a problem. Centralized exchanges need to go away. That's why I'm really excited to be doing the IDO review. Now look, they're not even working yet. A lot of excitement behind IDO, but they're not even working yet. I downloaded their mobile app and I was like, all right, let's hit the exchange. Coming soon. Crap. But it's on the way, guys. It's on the way. But if you look at, Robinhood will be decentralized. Binance will be decentralized. We already have, of course, Ether Delta and LedgerX and some different programs that are decentralized, but we really need more players, big players. Kyber Network, when they get rolled out, I think are going to be a big player in the decentralized exchange space because they're offering liquidity. Obviously, the Loop Ring protocol will help us with this as well. Hourglass, why Cardano? Cardano, peer-reviewed, made by academics, massive community drive to it. great wallet. Wallet will be interoperable on levels I didn't even know until I talked to Charles today, so it's really interesting stuff. Hourglass, I'll be posting my chat with Charles tomorrow, so make sure you check that out when I post it. And, he goes into a lot of interesting stuff. It's a really amazing project, Cardano. Tell us about Cardano. What is that? Yeah, Cardano's awesome. You guys, I've done a video on Cardano. I just interviewed Charles Hoskinson, and, to sum it up quickly, it's going to be one of the major players, I think, in this space. So it's going to be really, really big, as a smart contract platform, but more than that, as a community cryptocurrency, as a wallet, because the wallet is going to be a feature in of itself. It's more than just a place to put your money. It's actually got more features than that. So it'll be really interesting to see as it rolls out. Jonathan Thomas, I'm watching that Hoskinson video. I'm going to post it up tomorrow morning. I don't want to flood you guys with too much content today because I've got my CryptoSpark interview out, the live stream, and I'm still doing the I Do video, which I'm going to release today. So tomorrow I will have out the Hoskinson interview for you guys. I don't want to flood you guys with too much stuff in one day. Hey Lark, what's a good buy-in for Red Pulse? Ooh, not sure, man. Haven't looked into it. Your predictions on Cardano price in 6 to 12 months, Dustin Smith. Hard to say, Dustin. They got a lot of stuff coming out, and they're early days. Now, look, they're going to be operational by early next year. Honestly, though, Cardano's a long hold for me. I'd like to get a node set up and just rock it. And just hold on to it, man. 5 years. That'd be awesome. But I think easily we could see it, be a $5 billion market cap in 6 to 12 months. So that would give you about a 5x on the value. A lot of new pyramid scam platforms coming out. Might be enough to pull new investors away from BitConnect and collapse it. There are a lot of new projects coming out. And look, guys, I haven't done a review on ETHConnect, but I looked into it a little bit just because, why not? It's interesting. And there's some really fishy stuff going on with ETHConnect, as you would probably imagine. And a lot of people are throwing a lot of money into ETHConnect, hoping that it'll be like the next Regal coin or Hextra coin or whatever the next coin is that'll do that. But ETHConnect, one thing that I saw, and look, I haven't done in-depth research into it, and I'm not going to invest in it, but it makes you realize the fever that's going on. And I've told you guys about the ICO fever before. And ICO fever's got so many different things to it. People just throw money at something without even thinking about it. People throw money at stuff when thinking about it and into good projects, but those projects get so overheated. That then they come back down. So yeah, the thing I saw with ETHConnect, they had some team members listed in the white paper, but then somebody found out that they were all fake people listed in the white paper, and they actually talked to the guy. I found him on Twitter, and like, yeah, I have nothing to do with this. I have no idea what you're talking about. So hard to say, guys. Not for me, that cup of tea. Harry Mao player, don't be shy. Your target for Vertcoin. Harry Mao player, I think Vertcoin long term will be right up there with Litecoin. It'll be a coin that'll easily hang out in the top 20 long term. So that would be my target for it. I don't actually hold a lot of Vertcoin, guys. The only Vertcoin I hold is one we can give to you guys on the Friday news thing. And it's not because I don't like Vertcoin or don't think that it's got a lot of upside potential. Just I'm investing in other things. There's only so much money to go around at one given time. Predictions for November 1st? What? Can't give a prediction for November 1st. Was that like in a day? In a day, you mean just after the roadmap? Look, I don't think the roadmap's going to be anything groundbreaking. I talked to Charles about it. They're bringing, they're just basically giving a lot of in-depth detail on where they're going. It's not like, we're bringing out the best new thing ever in the universe. It's just a lot of, this is how we're going to go to where we're going. I'm not sure it'll have a huge impact the roadmap. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Cardano's got massive upward potential. That's why I'm continuing to buy it, continuing to pile up on it. Oh, gosh. That guy who lives in resorts making ads about BitConnect and how it gave him 20 Bitcoin is annoying AF. Yeah, it is annoying AF. We're going to try to refrain from swearing on the channel here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen those Craig Grant ads that he's making, but... yeah. They're, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyway, we're not here to talk down on BitConnect, guys. It's not the name of the game here. Let's keep positive. I bought 100 Veritcoin on Friday, says Farong Talk. Man, I hope you bought those when they were like $3. I think they were like $3 on Friday at one point. That's when I bought them. Bought some at $3. Veritcoin needs to correct more. There's going to be a lot of up and down with Veritcoin on the road to, you know, the $30, $40 Veritcoin, guys. And I could really, really see that happening with Veritcoin. It's got all the right stuff. All the right stuff, guys. Just needs to keep moving forward. There will be pullbacks, but the pullbacks will get smaller and smaller as it gets closer and closer to that higher level. Like I said, guys, a $30, $40, $50 Veritcoin would not surprise me. Disco Dan, Jesus Christ, just terrible. He is funny in a bad way, referring to Craig Grant, of course. Ron Yeen. Hey, that being said, guys, Disco and John, Craig Grant's made $750,000 off BitConnect, so I guess money talks. Money talks, guys. News on the Agama wallet release. The Agama wallet, guys, is of course the Komodo wallet that's going to allow, you know, basically atomic swaps from the wallet. Don't know the exact release. When the alpha's out now, you can get the alpha test wallet now, but it's not very useful. I have it. I can never load the blockchain. It's kind of a pain in the butt, but what are you gonna do? That kills me. So Jonathan, yeah, it does kill me that Craig Grant's made almost $1 million on BitConnect referrals. He is the godfather of BitConnect, man. You know, love it or hate it, man. Love it or hate it. You know, Craig Grant and Trayvon, all those guys are killing it with the referrals on BitConnect. Absolutely killing it. And I know that you guys can make people can make returns on BitConnect without any referrals, but man, they're killing it on referrals. Holy cow. Holy cow. 10x is not dead. Long live 10x. Yeah, it's not dead. It's still going, guys. It's still going. The BitConnect thing in Bangkok last week was an embarrassment to crypto. I didn't see that, Frog Dog. I guess I don't really follow BitConnect news, you know, so I missed out on that. But nevertheless, Krishan, thoughts on Elastic and Modem? Well, I don't have any thoughts on Modem because I haven't looked into it, but I can tell you about Elastic, because Elastic has seen a lot of run up here, guys. And I saw some news about Elastic earlier. What is it? They've got like a website update or something like that, and Elastic was down quite a bit for I gotta find Elastic here. There we go. Elastic was down a long way for a long time, and I guess they finally got some stuff brought out, which is pretty good news for the guys over at Elastic, of course. Let's just look them up here, because I know they posted that news on Twitter. Elastic XCL. Oh, there you go. They're cooperating with a marketing company. That's what we saw. That's what we saw. So they're actually, this is one of my criticisms of Elastic when I talked about them in the past, was that, you know, they just kind of aren't really getting their brand across very well, and they're not really doing a lot to communicate with people and to get it out there. And so actually, they're going to start working on that. So will that bring Elastic back as a player in the decentralized supercomputer space? Quite possibly. They have massive competition from Sonam and Golem, which are super well funded, super well organized teams. Maybe we're going to see Elastic come back as a player here, though. I'm not supporting the Elastic project, but I wish them the best of luck in their endeavors to create one of the many global supercomputers. But they have seen a nice run up, 80% rise on the week here. My little Nemmies, they move so slow. And mainly downward, but I'm holding them. Oh, Nem. Nem. It's an amazing, I love Nem, I really, really do, but it's amazing how Nem is like totally resistant to good news. It's like, all right, we got more partnerships. Meh. But seriously, guys, NEM still has a lot of forward potential. A lot of forward potential, guys. I don't know why. It's amazing. It's just been so down for so long. And actually, it's like 3,000 Satoshi or something now. So, oh yeah, by the way, guys, Hourglass saying Bitcoin 6101. By the way, did we all notice we had a new all-time high today? I completely forgot to mention that earlier on. But we had a new all-time high in Bitcoin land today, guys. Bitcoin got all the way up to, let's just hit the 1 day here. Now look, of course, CoinMarketCap sometimes has slightly different metrics than other websites, but $6,255.71 is the new all-time high on CoinMarketCap. Now, of course, if you look at the actual markets, you will find people who are paying more than that, and it's a couple hours old now. You will find people who did pay more than that. Any given exchange, for example, I'm sure that somebody over in Korea paid like 6,400 or 6,500 for it, because that's what happens in Korea. But, you know, nevertheless, you never seem to talk about Blocknet, says Vikrant. Vikrant, I don't talk about Blocknet because I haven't done a review on it, and I don't like to talk about things I don't know about very well. So I will certainly have a look at it in the future. But, you know, I could tell you about Blocknet, but I wouldn't really know much about it to tell you about it. So, you know, this is the thing. You just got to keep on keeping on, man. I try to get as much information to find out about as many projects as possible, but the last thing I'd want to do would be to tell you guys, you know, misinformation about things I don't really know that much about. So that's why I don't talk about Blocknet. But I would like to talk about it. It's only a matter of time before we get to it, and it's of course a matter of time actually to you know, get in there and check things out. Hey, I'm new to crypto. What did I miss? I'm joking. Love the channel and mustache. Thank you very much for the contribution, my friend. Oh. Are you buying or accumulating Bitcoin to get double Bitcoin action after the fork? Says Pattyman. Pattyman's good question. Good question. To be honest, I'm not super focused on buying huge amounts of Bitcoin to benefit from the fork. I mean, I keep accumulating Bitcoin basically on the same strategy that I always do. I'm not trying to go more for Bitcoin over something else. For example, Cardano, for, you know, I want to keep compiling that. So yeah, I got the hodling Bitcoin. You keep adding to that, but I'm not going to go like, okay, screw everything else. I'm only going Bitcoin for the next few weeks. And look, that may be a mistake, but that's what I'm doing. That's my personal plan. Neblio seems solid. It sure does. Lark, did you get a chance to look into Dentacoin? I never did. On the list with about 40 or 50 other coins that I haven't had a chance to look at yet. Only so many hours in the day, guys. But I try. I really, really do. I really, really do. $7,000 before the fork. Yeah, we just might see a $7,000 before the fork. Hey, G-Dub, what's up from Bali? What's up from Bali? Hey, G-Dub, did you go to the, see any of the players in town the other day? You had the Blockchain Bali event happening over there on Friday. Maybe you saw Marco Crone from Genesis Mining walking around town or something like that. Marcus Australius, are you buying Substratum? I'm not buying Substratum. I've had a look into it. It's a good project. I like Substratum a lot. It's way, way down currently. If you compare Substratum, for example, to where MadeSafe is, look at Substratum, 30 million bucks. Let's go back up and have a quick look at MadeSafe. 160. Big, big forward potential for Substratum. I'm not invested, not because I don't like Substratum. It's only, you know, you can only focus your attention on so many coins at any given time. But I like Substratum. I think they've got a good idea and a good project. Go to Litecoin exchange list, something, something. Are you buying the alts in the lows while everyone is buying Bitcoin? See previous answer on buying Bitcoin before the fork. Are you hodling Iota? Absolutely, man. Absolutely hodling Iota. And look, it's been a rough ride for Iota. You know, I was saying to people, hey, you know, let's get in some Iota at back when Iota was 25, 35, 60 cents. And of course, now we're down to 40 cents on Iota. So if you're doing that long-term hold on Iota, you're feeling that pain point now for sure. It's all the way down about 40 cents, which is some pretty brutal action. It's almost back down as far as, you know, some of the first times when I started buying Iota. Obviously, if you'd traded the swing, you know, and got out at $1 and then bought back in now, today, for example, well, you'd be doing pretty good, but nevertheless. Did you take a position in Zencash? I did not. I did not. And I'm not sure that I will. It's not that I don't like Zencash, Krishan. Again, it's simply a case of, you know, I've already got a lot of coins in my portfolio, and I've just added Metal in, and I'm still trying to add in Nexus because those are what I want to add in next. Arthur S. Metal is releasing their alpha platform tomorrow. Pretty crazy how under the radar this coin is considering all the features their platform aims to have. Arthur S., I completely agree with you. We've talked a bit about Metal on this channel before, Arthur. But let's have a quick look at Metal. Now, I've been loading up on Metal recently. I think Metal's got a big forward potential here, guys. And look, you guys know how I am. I like to play the top a bit more, where it's, you know, yeah, you don't get those, you know, necessarily as big returns. If you go down to like number 300 on the list and buy in there, you might get a really big pump. But I think Metal as a project has got fantastic forward momentum. Really good team, really good project. I like it a lot. I like it a lot for sure. Lark, is that a glitch on the Litecoin market price list? It's 4 million on BAT Litecoin. What? That's crazy. When do you think it will dump? EOS, asks Oliver. It's Crypto Rose, though. But I'll answer that question, too. It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say how far down EOS is going to go. I think there is going to be some pullbacks on it moving forward, because remember, we're still in the ICO. It's like another 8 months to go. Hey, Hourglass finally bought some Metal. Got 30 of those. Nice. Nice, man. Yeah, Metal. Seriously, guys. Great pullback at the moment. I wish I had been able to really add in here when it was like 650, but, you know, you just gotta work with what you got on the day. But still, even at the current price of Metal, it is way down. 50% of its all-time highs, and it's just nothing but good stuff from here on out for Metal. You know, they're bringing out their wallet, they're going to start getting the partnerships, they're going to start getting used. When they start getting used, the demand starts coming in, and it just takes off from there, guys. So Metal is definitely one of those under the radar projects, like Komodo. Like Komodo, guys. You know, Komodo's a bit under the radar too, so finally catch a live stream. D-Han, welcome. Will Amisego be affected by the Asia crackdown? Asks William Eaton. Well, William, currently, the two markets that Amisego is primarily focused on is Japan and Thailand. So, maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Ron Yeen just bought 520 Metal. Nice. Nice. Nice, Ron. Keeping it classy. That is a good investment, man. Good investment. Good investment indeed, man. Wait till we see that $1 billion market cap on Metal. Being happy times. Happy times indeed. Lark, I know you answered my question about Indonesia, but can you tell me what's going on with the BAT Litecoin on Cryptopia? Okay, what's going on over here on Cryptopia? What's going on over Cryptopia? Let's have a quick look over here. Let's go on Litecoin. Litecoin, what are you doing? $3 billion for Litecoin. Litecoin, of course, great market cap, continuing moving forward, although the price in Satoshi is down, but that's because that's because Bitcoin is doing so gosh darn good. Let's have a quick look here. See if that is going. Well, it's not listed here anywhere. Cryptopia, man. Somebody paid $378 over on Cryptopia for one. That's interesting. Somebody paid $3,000. Oh my god, that's $3 million. That's $3 million. $3,700,000. That is either a horrendous mistake by somebody, but I highly doubt it. I don't think we ever see that kind of volume over on Cryptopia. Yeah, it must be some problem with the API, guys. I can't imagine that actually happened, considering we have a $210 here 24-hour volume, and yet the price was $3.7 million, or that's the asking price or whatever. I think that must be some mistake with the APIs, guys. So I wouldn't worry about that at all. I need some Komodo, says Jaloft, and you do need some Komodo. Still highly, highly undervalued. I like Komodo a lot. It's a great project, great project. I feel like that in 4 years, most cryptos would be worth $1,000, says Oliver Holmes. Cryptos are definitely getting more mainstream attention. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I know we're always talking about the numbers here. 35 to 50,000 people a day join Coinbase alone. Think about all the other exchanges all around the world. That many new people every single day are coming into crypto, guys. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. So to see some of these coins at $1,000 valuations, no problem. But of course, that depends on the coin. We're not, per coin price is highly subjective. We'll never see $1,000 Ripple. I have people write me and say, when's Ripple going to be $50, Lark? Well, Ripple's not going to be $50. Just in the same way Cardano is not going to be $50 and NEM's not going to be $50. Well, I guess theoretically they could be at some point in the distant future when they're $150 billion companies, $200 billion companies. Well, that's possible. That's possible. You got to keep it all in perspective, though. That's super, super, super long-term holds. Could we see a $50 NEM someday? It's possible. It's possible. But, to think of those, you're going to get those returns overnight or anything like that, gotta be chilling on that stuff. But even then, you would never see $1,000 NEM, for example. But some of these cryptocurrencies are going to return so well, guys. You just got to hold on to them. And that, of course, is the hard part. Dream a Lambo dream, says Crypto Rose. Dream a Tesla dream. I dreamed a dream of a Tesla. One of these days. Could you explain how the USD and Bitcoin lines differ so drastically on the crypto charts, says Daniel. Yeah, sure. Let's have a look at that. I think we use Litecoin as a good representative of that. Let's do the 3 month. I think it'll give us a good idea. So the question is why do you sometimes see a big difference in the dollar to Bitcoin price? And the answer is actually really, really simple. It's actually really, really simple. Look, so what you've seen here is the price in Litecoin go down relative to the price of Bitcoin, and yet the green line has stayed relatively flat in comparison. So while the Bitcoin price keeps going down relative to Litecoin, the dollar price is staying approximately the same. That is, of course, because as the Satoshi value to Litecoin goes down, the actual Bitcoin value continues to rise. And so you see this kind of steady, flat, well, not quite flat, but flatter line, certainly not the downward trend, with the dollar value, which is the green line here, whereas the orange line, which is the Bitcoin value, is steadily declining. Whether that money's going to, Veritaseum or whatever, hard to say. But nevertheless, that is the relationship there. So this is the thing. Litecoin is down in relation to Bitcoin. Not a lot, but it is. Back here at the highs, it was nearly 2. We nearly got to 2 at one point. 0.02, that is. 0.02 Satoshi. Now, obviously, 50% pullback, slightly more than, at the moment. Is a coin that will surprise you, will bore the crap out of you sometimes. Just go, why aren't you doing anything, Litecoin? And then it'll go. Lark, what color of Tesla do you want? A purple one. Could see a $5 ADA someday. It's possible. Require a lot of growth. But this is the thing, is that we look at some of these companies here, guys. You got to remember, this is in a lot of ways very similar to the 90s and the dot-com stuff. Companies like Ethereum, Cardano, Iota, Nem, Neo, these are going to become household names in the future. These are going to be the giant tech companies of the future. Getting involved in these companies now, getting Cardano for, 2 cents per token, massive. And of course, projects like Neo, for example, which are still relatively cheap as well, considering it's $1.8 billion currently. Think about other projects in the space, in tech land, big companies that are worth hundreds of billions of dollars. A lot of way to go here, guys. What is the world going to look like in 100 years? Hourglass, that's a fantastic question. I like to speculate about that question sometimes. And the thing is, it's going to be a pretty fantastic place. All the new technology we're talking about now is just the start. New technology will come on that. And it'll just keep going from there. In 100 years' time, we're going to have this technological utopia, I hope. I hope that we won't turn it into some kind of, Blade Runner-esque dystopian future, but I guess that'd be cool too, in its own way. But hopefully a utopia, guys. Hopefully utopia. Any idea why Bitcoin Cash is up over 30% on the week? Well, Stuart, the one thing I've heard in the Twitterverse is that Roger Ver has been in South Korea promoting Bitcoin Cash the past couple of days. I don't know what validity there is to that story, but there you go. Crypto Rose mentioned a few minutes ago that Bitcoin often outperforms many altcoins. And that is true. That is true, Crypto Rose. And this is the thing you have to remember when you're investing in a lot of altcoins. Invest in ones that give you good returns in terms of good staking potential, for example. But Bitcoin outperforms a lot of these. Bitcoin is up almost 8 times at the moment. Let's just have a quick look. Let's see what Bitcoin cost 1 year ago, guys. I think it's an informative exercise in trying to think about, how exciting Bitcoin is, but also how strong the performance of Bitcoin is. So 1 year ago, Bitcoin was $700. Well, $698.59. About $700. And right now we are at $6,100. Some pretty fantastic growth, guys. More than 8 times. More than 8 times Bitcoin has gone up. Amazing. Amazing. Marcus Eaglestead, the dot-com bubble is over $6 trillion, $177 billion currently for crypto. It's nothing. That is nothing. That's true. We got a long road to go with cryptocurrencies here, guys. We are just at the start. Just at the start. Salt, says Deb Holtz. But you need big capital to buy Bitcoin now, says Oliver Holmes. I don't fully agree, Oliver Holmes. Yeah, if you want to buy one whole Bitcoin, you need $6,000. I get that. That's a lot of money for a lot of people, without a doubt. Out a doubt. But if you imagine, let's say you can afford $50 a week. Most people can afford $50 a week. If you're working a regular job, you got rent and the car payments and the kids and the wife and all this stuff, right? If you just put $50 a week into Bitcoin consistently, over time, that's really going to pay off. Even little bits. Imagine if you take $50 today and you turn that into $400 in a year's time. That seems like a pretty damn good investment for me, even for $50. So, something to keep in mind. You don't need to be a millionaire to get involved in Bitcoin. This is the thing. Farong Talk, ICO bubble is well and truly over. The last 3 I have taken part in have bombed when they have hit the exchanges. Yeah, ICOs are having a tough time right now. They really are. It's like I keep talking about, guys. ICO fever is well and truly underway. It's a tough time to be partaking in ICOs unless you get in that first week and get, a big pile of, bonus, for example, then it might make it quite good. But it also comes the problem because then people dump their extra stuff and drive the price down and all that. So how many Bitcoin forks are there going to be in the next 100 years? Lots. Lots. Bitcoin Ultimate Platinum Electric version 72 fork. I concur. ICO season is over. The ICO market's flooded, guys. Some amazing projects out there, some not so amazing projects. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They're gonna keep coming. They're not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop, guys. They're just gonna keep coming. Solid projects out there you can invest in. Electronium equals crap. Yeah, but I'll mine my Electronium via the app. What is there to lose? That's true. There's not much to lose there. Patty Man, Lark, what do you think of No Limit Coin and their new platform to be released? Patty Man, the one thing I can say about No Limit Coin, and it's going to be the community coin poll coin. It's going to be on the poll anyway next week. Is that, wow, a lot of people are really excited about No Limit Coin. And it's definitely something I think that needs to have a look at. But I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide. It's going to be put on the community poll for next week. So, John M., is it worth selling my alts to get the Bitcoin fork? John M., you got to make your own decision on that. I wouldn't advise it. I'm personally not doing it. Especially, John, if you're going to be selling any of your alts at a loss. If you've made your money off your alts already and you're thinking, well, I've made 50% or 100% on this altcoin. How long do I want to hold it for? Well, okay, that's a different conversation, John. But if you're down on these, hard to say, because, John, you look at it. SegWit 2X right now, the futures are trading for $1,000. Bitcoin Gold futures were trading for about $700 or something, if I remember right. And of course, when Bitcoin Gold hit the market, it was worth $100. So are you going to take that kind of loss? And think about that. Bitcoin's worth $6,000. Bitcoin Gold's worth $100. This is because nobody cares about Bitcoin Gold. And SegWit's going to have more support than that. But I would not suggest selling your alts, especially if it's going to be at a loss. To try and get into that. Look, I've got my general strategy is half the Bitcoin money gets hodled. I'll cash that out for when the SegWit comes out. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. That's cool. The other half, I just keep doing what I do with my altcoins, investing in them, letting them chill. And I wouldn't cash out those altcoins to try and chase the Bitcoin fork. Because it may be really, really, really awesome, or it may not be really, really, really awesome. So this is the thing. You have to question yourself. Why'd you get into any of those altcoins you bought into anyway? Did you like the project? Did you believe in them? I guess, of course, you can always try to buy in after that. But something to think about, John. Something to think about. Veracity, what is your absolute favorite, most recommended altcoin at this moment for $1,000 to $2,000 speculation for a year to 2 years? Veracity, I'm not going to give you the answer you want to that question because there's too many variables. First, what have you got invested in currently? Are you invested in a wide, diverse portfolio? Well, okay. Then you could look at one project, and I could give you a name or two to look at. Are you just like, okay, where am I going to throw my money and make a great return? Well, that's a different question. Look, I'm going to give you a couple names to look at. But you need to go do your own research on these. Think, are these projects you want to get involved in? Right? Obviously, Metal is a very exciting project. Komodo is a very exciting project. Omisego's value is way down and still has massive amounts of things to do moving forward. Vertcoin's still undervalued. So you got a bit of research to do. Veracity. Don't let anybody tell you how to invest your money. You got to go out and do that research yourself. But there's a lot of really, really, really exciting projects, really, really undervalued projects in the crypto space right now. Cardano, of course, as well, big time undervalued. I'm selling Monero for Zencash. Last time XLM was pumped by Palm Beach Club, you saw what happened. There you go. There you go. Zencash is interesting. I like Zencash. I'm probably not going to get around to investing in it, but it's nice. It's a nice looking project. Nice looking project. Got all the right stuff, guys. The Omise Go tank hurt my... Nexus should be $10, says Controverse. I agree. I agree. Nexus should be $10. Nexus will be $10. Early days, guys. Early days. This is the thing. I know I make a lot of videos every week. I know, we do a few live streams. I know everyone's always watching the markets, going, oh, what's going on? What's the next crypto thing? What's happening here? You have to remember. You have to, guys, remember. The thing is, so early days for so many of these projects. If you look at, most of these coins aren't even doing anything till 2018, sometime. Mid-2018, quarter 3 2018. Look at Omise Go. Omise Go, they're not even started yet, guys. They're not even started yet. Everyone got really excited about it, pushed the price up a lot, but they're not even started. They haven't even really started doing anything. They're working on partnerships. They're working on getting their stuff together. Early days. Metal, early days. Komodo, early days. Even though Komodo's quite a bit farther ahead than many projects, still early days. So, something to keep in mind, guys. Something to keep in mind. Still got a lot of space to go, and so don't try to lose faith. I know it's hard to lose faith, or sorry, hard to keep your faith in a project when you see it down so much. If you bought Omise Go at 10, 12, 13 bucks, ouch, that hurts. That hurts right now. But if you're looking at selling it, yeah, it hurts a lot. But if you're thinking, man, I really believe in the Omise Go project, I think it's gonna be amazing, it doesn't hurt so much. You just gotta realize, hey, they still have a long way to go. They're still early days with their project. When they release everything they want to do, when they start doing everything they want to do, then it's gonna get some real value. So, something to think about, guys. Something to think about. Is there room for so many privacy-specific currencies? Crypto coin Kiwi. That's gonna be the last question I field for the day. Yes, there is room for a lot of these privacy coins, but I don't think for all of them. And that's the space in general. Is there room for 15 or 20 different smart contract platforms? Probably not. But you gotta look for the ones that are bringing a lot of stuff to the table. You see, for example, now we have ones that bring it all for us. Look at Komodo, for example. They're doing it all. Zencash, they kind of want to do it all. Ethereum's trying to do it all now. They're bringing in ZK Snarks. Ethereum's going to be a privacy-enabled coin, guys. Privacy is the new black in crypto space. Everyone's trying to do it. And so coins that kind of don't really have much more to offer than being a privacy coin don't really, I don't know. Without the community, of course, hard to say. Electronium's going to have a lot of users, for example, and it's a privacy coin. They didn't even really talk about that in their white paper. They didn't focus on that. They should have, because that's kind of the popular thing at the moment. But they didn't do a lot of focus on that. But definitely is a lot of space for privacy coins. But you got to worry about some of the ones farther down the list. Will they have that potential moving forward? Will they get the communities behind them? That's a harder question. That's a harder question there. But certainly a lot of potential for those coins to grow. I've got my privacy coins that I like. I like PivX, I like Komodo, I like Navcoin, right? Great privacy coins. So, what are your privacy coins? There's a great selection out there. You just gotta choose which ones you like, and hope they go. Of course, Zencash as well. Be a great competitor and super, super undervalued in the space. Anyway, guys, that's all for me for today. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in, everyone for listening, everyone for asking amazing questions, for talking to each other in the section there, and you know, answering each other's questions. Absolutely awesome as always, guys. Thank you so much. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time, guys.